Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy Fly Island Guy. Today we are back in Nassau, and we're going to be heading over to North Eleuthera. So this I'm using Vatsim for this flight, but the controller appears to be just running straight text right now. So I'm just right now waiting for our clearance to be approved. Once that happens, we will get the aircraft started and we're going to be on our way. Just hoping that the controller doesn't take too long. So while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and take a look at the weather. Let's see. I actually think I might have just received my clearance. I'm just gonna double check right now. All right. Climb 6,000. Cool. All right. So I just got my clearance. Let me just type that to him over here. Just acknowledge it, and then we'll go from there. So. Clear to MYEH as file. Climb 6,000. Oops. Squawk 4634. All right. So, gonna get 6,000 feet in the altimeter. All right, flight director on, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my transponder on as well, just so they could see me. I'm not gonna squawk 4634. Oh shoot, I'm trying to type it in. 4634. Okay, so I think I should be popped up on there now. I have my transponder on, 4634. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, so before we start our engines, as I said, we're just going to take a look at the weather for today. Things are looking pretty good down here in Nassau. All right, rain and thunder, nothing in the area, absolutely clear. If you remember from our last flight, there was some weather over Florida. That weather's pushed off into the Gulf, and yeah, nothing but clear skies in the whole of Bahamas, which is exactly what we want for this flight to North Eleuthera. So we're going to actually be heading up here. I think it's up here. This is where we're going. So it's not a very long flight at all. It's going to be about 20 minutes, if that. And we're going to be cruising 11,000 feet. But ATC has given us clearance up to 6,000 so far. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so I've received clearance. I'm just going to let them know that I'm ready for engine start and go from there. So I'm kind of just winging it right now. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to say. And I can actually just show you right here. So this is Vatsim. This is just the text window. This controller is doing straight text today. So this is me where I just typed in my request to start engine, and they just sent me startup approved. So we're gonna go ahead and get the engine started. Here in the Hondajet, it's really easy. We'll start with our right engine. So N2 is rising.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
So right engine started. Gonna go ahead and start the left engine. All right. All right, so engine is started. Set our flaps and set our FMS. Now we got to get our taxi instructions. So Charlie 8982, ready to taxi. So this is me just kind of remembering off the top of my head exactly how this is supposed to go. And then you're supposed to request your IFR clearance. Let me check your ATIS first. Request IFR clearance. There's no tower right now. This is all like center handling this. So we don't have to give the weather. So once they approve our IFR plan, then we will request startup and taxis. I just requested startup first and then taxi. And once I get the okay from them, I guess they'll let me know where I'm supposed to go. So I'm gonna bring up the map for MYNN Linden Pinling, just so I'm ready to go when I get the approval. So I think right now runway 14 is the runway that is in use. So I'm probably going to be told to taxi via Lima, Alpha, and then hotel. Well, let's see what he says. That's if he sees me. It's taking a little while to respond though. Come on. I might have to edit down this video a little bit, just because he's taking a while. All right, so I've gotten my clearance now, just as I expected. Runway 14, taxi via Lima Alpha Hotel, or Lima, then Alpha, then Hotel. Cross runway 14, hold short. Oh, runway 28 is where I'm taking off from? Oh, okay, I gotta hold short there, okay. 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 All right, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to turn around, take Lima, and I'm gonna stop here and just let them know that I'm holding short runway 28. And when they give me the okay, I'll continue all the way up to runway 14. All right. Okay, folks, so here we go. Just going to... Alright, and then so I'm going to have to edit this down. I'm just gonna make sure I'm going the right way. Oops. Alright, so this is Lima right here. Oh, okay. Runway 28. Okay, so I was given the okay to cross here. And runway 28 is right here. Alright, now I'm gonna stop here. So I think this is where I need to hold up. Oh, okay. You told me you meant to say cross runway 28. All right. So right now we got a pretty lengthy taxi all the way down to runway 14. But that is okay. And the control's gone. All right. Alrighty, so I am on my own. I'm just going to switch to 122.8 and just let traffic know that I'm taxiing to runway 14. Also trying not to crash at the same time. Uh, 122.8. Enter. Keeps saying 122.080 for some reason. Let's do this again. Just swap. There we go. Charlie 8982 on taxiway hotel, taxiing to runway 14. So that was a lot of effort for little else since control ended up going offline before you even got a chance to take off, but it is what it is. Here we are in beautiful Nassau once again, and we are on our Vatsim journey, just really trying to explore what Vatsim is all about. Hasn't been too successful thus far. We've had 2 controllers close on us, and outside of that, just been flying Unicom pretty much most of the time. Nothing wrong with that though. Alright, so I'm just going to hold short right here. Charlie 8982, holding short runway 14. So I'm just going to make sure no traffic is coming. Gotta look the other way. Alright. Don't see anything. Nobody's announced anything. So I'm going to go ahead and head on to the active runway. Charlie 8982 lining up. Oops. Charlie 8982 lining up runway 14. And I actually forgot to set my vSpeeds, so I'm going to do that really quickly before we get going, and then we'll get out of here. All right. Not hearing much in the way of traffic right now. Let's do that. Get sim. Then next. So 113 is our rotation speed, and also our approach speed as well for when we hit Eleuthera. So good to go, folks. Charlie 8982, departing straight out runway 14. sure what it's complaining about, but it's alright. Alright, then we're about to rotate now. I know what it
Airborne
was.
time logged.
Definitely forgot to set my trim. About that on takeoff. Gonna go gear up. And it's complaining about the transponder as always. Gonna go to MCT. We're gonna start this left turn. And we can go flaps up as well. I love departing Nassau, man. Love it, love it, love it. What a beautiful island. And one of the busiest airports in the Caribbean. Although today may say otherwise. That's fine. Alright, gonna get our autopilot on. Gonna do flight level change so we can hold our speed. Nav mode as well. There we go. We could pretty much go right up to our cruising altitude of 11,000 feet. Yeah. Let's enjoy the view on the way out. Beautiful. People, if you've never flown to Nassau, I advise that you fly there because it's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Alrighty. So as I mentioned before, this is in like a 20-minute flight. Extremely short. And we've already got our approach programmed in there. So when we're on short final, we're going to announce that. In the meantime, we are just going to enjoy the flight. I just have to drop off these passengers really quick before I head into the United States. So we'll see what jobs are in North Eleuthera. Then we're gonna go from there. Might fly one tomorrow morning. I don't know. Let's see. Alright. So we've actually hit our cruising altitude, so let's go ahead and hit CSC, although that's not working. You have to be very careful right now. We're above 10,000 though, so we can go over 250 knots, but it's just going to be very easy to do that. And hit our max speed, so we really got to be careful with that. Eleuthera is actually straight ahead here. And I just want to see exactly how we're getting there. Oops. We're actually going to hit our top of descent soon. Just trying to zoom into the map. Why can't I zoom? Oh, this is the one that uses zoom. I don't know why. That's all good. Alright. So we are gonna go according to the flight plan. Okay. We're gonna go to Obi, Mammal, then Maper and Jetic. So let's just take a quick look at our flight path. Alright. So if we do runway 7, let's go to approaches. I only have runway 7. We shouldn't have to go to these two guys here. So what we actually need to do is we're gonna go straight to to route. Okay. You're gonna go straight to Maper. Let's go straight here, so we have to descend to 2,300 feet. And we're gonna probably hit our top of descent soon. So, I'm gonna set this guy to 2,300. And then I'm gonna kick in VNAV. We might start descending now. Oh, and I'll also go here and proc. And let's go activate approach. So, yeah, so that's gonna take us straight to our waypoint. Shows that we're actually too high right now. So VNAV, start our descent. So this is interesting. No, we should be able to get there. I think we'll be able to get there. Might have to make things a little uncomfortable for our passengers, but so I don't see this bottom arrow moving. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. We have to be at 2,300 feet. Where are we heading? To Maple, yeah. Gonna probably be too high. I'm just looking at Navigraph now to see exactly where we're going. I started the approach too late, but let's see if we can get down. So I think that's the airport, probably maybe right there, straight ahead. Do not know. But we are 7.6 nautical miles from Maper. What I'll do as well, I'm gonna deploy our speed brakes. That should help us a little bit to slow down and reach our, or descend a little faster too. well. See, we got a boat in the water down there. If you look outside, you see we have the speed brake extended. Oh, it looks beautiful. Here we go. Right on. Okay, and close it. We get our flaps out.
Landing here.
Alright, and that's the airport is actually straight ahead of us. I'm gonna go ahead and probably take a calculated risk and turn to approach mode. So if we're actually too low, that's actually a good thing. I'm not actually too sure what it's doing right now. You know what? I'm just going to take over. Autopilot off. I'm not really too sure what this aircraft is doing right now. The runway should be ahead of us. I just saw it. There it is. Okay, so let's get back on track. Gear down as well. Got a little confusing there at the end, but it's alright. Beautiful Eleuthera, love this island, really want to go back. Alright, our approach speed is 113 knots, getting a little low right now. So I'm just going to maintain our altitude. We are lined up, folks. We're ready to get this thing on the ground. And the Eleuthera airports, all of them have pretty good sized runways. so we shouldn't have any issues landing or stopping. Just want to get over these trees.
Landing time logged.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to North Eleuthera. Alright, I'm just going to roll out to the end of the runway. And then we'll bust a UE. Come back. And we'll be good to go. As mentioned before on numerous occasions, this is one of my favorite places in the Bahamas. I'm just very partial to Eleuthera. That's the only place I've actually been in the Bahamas. I didn't really spend much time in New Providence, just kind of passed through. But I really love this island. Very quiet, very relaxed. And it was definitely worth the money getting there. So looking forward to going back sometime soon, hopefully. But in the meantime, we're just going to drop off these passengers and proceed to the United States of America. Alright, I think I see a marshal. Yep. Of course, the partner's just casually walking around where I have to move the plane. All right. Good stuff, folks. So that was a very short flight. Not quite what I wanted in terms of the Vatsim part of things. So one day we're gonna get a full Vatsim flight, but coverage is a little rough sometimes. But beacons off, and you can cut the engines.
The flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
On Air's really upgraded the voices in the software. They sound really good. All right. Why can't I go back and open the doors and all that? That's weird. Oh, sim options. I didn't see the button. Okay. There we go. Everything is up and ready to go. That is it, folks. Hope you enjoyed this flight. I'm gonna have to edit this down so that it's not too much time spent waiting. But here we are in Eleuthera, and we're gonna be heading straight to the States from here. The Vatsim journey continues in the Hondajet, and we're hoping to get some full coverage at some point. All right. So this is your boy Flyland Guy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if you see fit. Outside of that, tune in next time. Stay safe. Most importantly, stay fly. I'm out.